Well, the Rams season is officially over, and I have to be honest, I'm kind of happy to start talking about teams that might actually win. Now the playoffs are in full swing, and I've got a quick preview for the upcoming playoff games for the NFC. First up, the Green Bay Packers break free of the freezing temperatures and head to Dallas to take on Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. Aaron Rodgers is coming off an amazing performance versus the New York Giants, where he went 24 of 40 for 362 yards and 4 touchdowns in the NFC wildcard game at Lambeau. The biggest factors for next week's matchup will be whether or not Rodgers will be without his favorite target receiver, Jordy Nelson, as he suffered a major rib injury last week. The Cowboys' best chance at moving on to the NFC Championship game will be for them to rely on their massive offensive line and the run game, which has worked so well for them all season. Now, if they can control the line of scrimmage and win the time of possession battle, they will limit Rodgers' opportunities to score. But I'm giving the Packers the win. While I'm a huge Dak Prescott fan and I'm hopeful for the Cowboys, I think Rodgers and his surging offense will win even at Jerry's World. Next up, the Seattle Seahawks travel all the way across the country to the Georgia Dome to take on the Atlanta Falcons. The Seattle Seahawks are coming off a huge victory over the Detroit Lions, where they took them 26-6. Seattle was finally able to get their ground game going as Thomas Rawls rushed 27 times for 161 yards and a touchdown. Now Pete Carroll and the Hawks take on Matt Ryan and Julio Jones indoors. Matt Ryan is coming off a career year where he is under consideration for league MVP honors, so the Seattle defense will have to be up to the task to slow down the Atlanta offense. Keys to the game: Atlanta had a first-round bye week, so Julio Jones is well rested and ready to take on Richard Sherman and the Seattle secondary. Difference makers to watch: Falcons defensive end Vic Beasley Jr., who had 15.5 sacks and 6 forced fumbles. Yikes, poor Russell, and the Seahawks have had a really difficult time protecting him all season. Now for my game prediction. I'm going to give the win to the Falcons. I think Matt Ryan and the Falcons offense will give a good victory at home over the Seattle Seahawks. That's all I have for you this week. Happy playoffs, everyone. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at the Rams Fangirl.